Everyone's favorite song. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper on this one. Your favorite rapper's favorite trapper on this one. Your favorite actor's favorite actor on this one.
Ooh.
Hey, JC, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
You know about this bitch?
You don't know nothing.
Yeah. How to say this one? Cause we're living in the sundown town. We gon' run this town. Yeah.
Doing it on the laptop speaker really pisses me off. Really, I had to take the headphones off to hear this shit, bro.
Shorty, when the sun come down.
I low-key wrote this with you in mind, JC.
Yeah.
That's your weak ass
They
slides.
talking down now.
Had them shit since high school.
We don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Wait.
Always witnessed on my prize and scrutinized on my true desires. I flow through the fire, I'm rolling like tides. I'm not looking for who's higher
Hey,
and
you
I'm
got your
looking
mic
for
on, JC?
I do.
You have to be a different level of retard. That's the receiver. Do you
No,
see
it's
a microphone on top?
I took it off
Oh, why?
because I think it might be more clear. Because that's only for wind. So I feel like it's
There's
just
no
not
wind
necessary.
in here.
Yeah.
It's only
Hold up,
heat.
hold up. You thought taking the wind cover off was gonna help the audio?
It might make it more clear.
Crisp.
All right, fine. It might, big dog. It might.
We'll find out. We
I
gotta
guess
test.
we will find out.
We gotta test.
Oh my God, where's the
Receiver's
receiver?
right here.
Yo, ass gonna be working off our audio.
No.
Anyways, man, hey, welcome to the Really Good Podcast, home of the Really Good Podcast. We in the building, man.
sir.
It is episode 93.
Oh.
We are live and direct. If you're watching this, be sure to like and subscribe. I know y'all saw the vlog we put out, though. Stop
Yeah,
it. Stop it. Everyone
Bow.
been hitting me about that, man.
Bow, bow.
They say, how you so nice with Bertha? How you so nice
What
with
about
it?
him?
They're calling her by They're saying, yo, how did Tori walk up and hit that thing in one shot, bro? I'm like, yeah, we edited it. It took him 20.
Nah, we shoot shit, bro.
Hey, that bothered me because you posted a story saying who was the best shot and Tori had the most votes.
Nah,
That
really? I didn't
really
even
ticked
see.
me off. I was gonna go on the Reynolds page and go on the story, vote for myself. I didn't get around to it. I'm still going to though.
Bro, you got to start voting from all the pages you got. Man.
I got two. I wish I had more. I'm gonna tell Nas to vote.
Bro,
I
go on
voted
the
for
Really Good
Ski.
Podcast page and vote for me.
I'll run up our views, man.
Hey.
But yeah, the vlog's been doing well though. People are enjoying it. Everything's been going up though. Honestly,
Nice.
A lot of comments, a lot of beef in the comments.
Yo, the edits are hilarious too.
Bro, tell me how like dudes will start like they'll be talking mess in the comments, right? And then you respond, and then they'll be like, "Huh, obviously you got all this time on your hands since you're responding to comments." I'm like, bro, you commented like.
That's dumb.
You have time too because you just
Yeah.
commented. Like you can't just pull that little Uno card. Like I beat the argument, and then they're just like, "Well, look at you, bro. You obviously your page isn't even that big, and you got time to comment." I'm like, "Well,
Yeah, my
yeah,
page isn't that
fine,
big.
yeah." So I got time. Yeah, of course I'm a
I'm
comment.
a comment to every single
There's
one.
not that many comments here, bro. If there was like 1,000, 2,000, yeah, I probably wouldn't have time for all that. But if there's only like 10, 15, I got time. I can comment on a
Hey,
few.
run up my
It's funny
impressions,
how-
bro. Like, run them up.
On God.
It's funny how people just like switch up on you though. It's like they'll talk shit and then you'll respond. They're like, "Well, you know, you're right. You're right." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
See, I haven't
right on."
gotten those yet. I don't ever have anyone that just be like, you know what, man? Good point. By the way, sunglasses pod today. I see, huh? You guys are just
go.
you guys just feeling yourselves now, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're all
What are
high.
those? What are those?
We're
What are those?
Honestly,
Pulling
I
the
don't
Kai
know.
Cenat. Nah.
They got leather on the sides.
Yeah, those are kind of interesting, bro. Some designer stuff,
Get some
huh?
lip-
They are designer.
Bro, they're your mom. Shut up.
Bro, why you gotta rap me out all the time?
Interessante. How's everyone's weeks going though? Friday.
week's
Everyone
been
had a
great.
good week.
No
Hell yeah, it's
complaints.
been great.
Yeah, man.
Had a weird
Enjoying
week.
it. Tell us
Uh-oh.
about it.
Went out last Saturday. Blacked out. Lost my wallet.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the
wor-
worst.
Yeah, bro. I don't remember being in the club for the most part. I remember like the way there.
Wow.
I remember getting in. I remember like two aspects of being in the club, and then I remember leaving a little bit. But it's all a fog. But luckily, no one else thought I was like lit to that extent. I think it was just because I hadn't eaten. It wasn't like I went that
Oh,
crazy.
that's what it is.
Although I was pretty lit in the hotel room before we pulled up. But I was just happy to hear that I wasn't acting crazy or nothing. But like
Did
they
you
were
get
also.
kicked out? Nothing?
Bro, why would I just said I wasn't acting crazy? Oh, and on top of that, I got kicked out of the club too. They
Hey,
carried me
Blackout
out.
Story is the best
Yeah,
one.
but-
Get kicked out.
Yeah, bro. And then I didn't have my wallet. Then I go up to see my mom the next day. So first thing I gotta tell her I don't have my wallet, and I'm wearing these glasses. And I'm looking at her. She's like laughing. She's like acting like I'm being dumb. Bro, I realized I was missing a lens in my glasses. And that was unrelated though. I didn't even wear these out. But you know how stupid you look when you pull up somewhere and one lens.
How
just
long were
isn't
you
in?
wearing the glasses for?
The whole way
That's
up.
what and you didn't notice the whole. That's crazy.
I thought that this one was dirty. 'Cause I'm like, it looked super clear in this side and dirty in this one, but it was just because there was only one lens. Luckily, I found the lens. I was happy about that.
Yeah.
But Yeah, losing your wallet is trash, bro. And I've waited the whole week I haven't ordered any cards or anything because no one has spent on anything. And I have the credit card that I used to pay for drinks, so that's what I've been living off of. But no one has spent on anything, so we went to the club on Tuesday. That was the first day they were open, and we were seeing a Lakers game.
Yeah.
Went in there. They're like, nah, we don't have it. I went to the Taco Bell that I went to late night that night. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but I called them. They're so stupid.
You're
Actually,
sick.
Nas called for me. She's like, hey, like, did you guys find your wallet? They're like, what, here? I'm like, what do you mean here? Like, why would someone ask that? Obviously, did you find one there? But I was in drive-thru anyway, so that's kind of annoying.
What were you drinking?
A lot of tequila.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, actually,
man.
all tequila. I usually, my going out drink of choice is tequila.
That's
what
kind of
happens,
funny.
man.
You still went
Like-
to Taco Bell even though you're in the drive-thru looking for your wallet. Like you were just gonna drop it inside through the window.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
There was no point. I mean, yeah, we just called. I knew like there was no chance. What? I just set my shit down on the counter. And
It's like,
started.
what?
Yeah, so that's always an awkward. It's like a weird week, and you just feel like a degenerate, not having a wallet,
Damn,
no
so you
ID,
can't-
nothing.
You can't even buy alcohol or anything. You can't do nothing.
Luckily, my guys over here, they don't ask for ID, but yeah, facts. I'm gonna have to bring the passport around with me like a moron.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
I
what's?
saw
Oh,
that.
okay. At least you got some form of
Yeah.
identification. That's so funny. Those guys.
I look like a
still
lesbian
ID
in my
me.
password.
They've known me for so long now, and they still ID me every single time I go in.
Dude, I don't even want to show nobody my passport. Like, I literally look like a lesbian in the passport picture. No facial
beard.
hair.
You still
I
do.
had the fade, but, like, I don't know. Something about it just looked a little feminine. It looked super weird in that. And I was wearing these black studs, too, which is just not
Fly.
me. It's just not me, though, bro. It looks
2007 Fly.
look mad feminine.
Damn, I'm trying to remember the last time I blacked out what I was drinking. I think it was tequila, and that
Was
was a
it
while
me?
ago. Yeah,
I
no,
think
with all
I
of y'all.
I hadn't eaten, though. I was on a pretty empty
I mean,
stomach,
Liz.
and all I had was one taco. And yeah, so I think that was what it was, bro. Because I wasn't even doing nothing that crazy. I did drink a lot in the hotel room because we were about to leave. So like, you want to really get loaded up before the club.
Yeah.
And then I ordered 2 drinks there.
That's a rookie mistake though. Not eating. You gotta eat some bread or something.
I got a theory
Yeah,
about blacking out. Like I always say that blacking out is like watching a movie of your life with horrible internet. Because it just keeps buffering. You just remember like little parts of the night, and then you kind of just like, and then people have to fill you in on what parts you missed out.
Yeah, bro.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
I was telling Nas like how I kind of like basically blacked out, and she's like, honestly, it was such a chill night. It's probably that's why it's probably such a blur. And then she heard me explaining to someone else, and she's like, wait, I did not realize like you literally don't remember that stuff like at all. And then I was saying like, wait, didn't like so and so take us back to your brother's car? She's like, nah, bro. Like that was, and I'm like, wait, they were there? She's like, yeah, she came later, and that's who we were trying to see if your wallet was left in there. So there were just so many things that were such a blur.
Hey, one good
Apparently,
thing-
I was being funny though.
One good thing is that you probably forgot all the drunk, passionate conversations that you
I
made.
love you.
So that's perfect. You see, I guess there's one positive out of the blacking
Oh
out.
no, I'm tripping, bro. You let me lose my glasses, motherfucker.
You lost your glasses.
Nah, bro.
I did not touch your glasses that night.
Bro,
you're
the
tripping.
glasses on my face. I lost them because he let me black out and didn't fucking. I'm like, yo, where my glasses? He's like, I don't know.
Yo, this
threw
dude
up.
decides to drive, and then we have a giant bottle of gin.
Yeah.
And he decides, like, yo, let's go back to the car to get some more gin because this line's super long. Bro,
We was going hard that night.
Bro.
We was cutting and shit. It was the best, bro. Okay, literally the line was like more than half a block.
it was like 2 streets.
two
That's
streets
what
over,
it felt like.
and still wrapped around the corner. And we was like, all right, we finna go in and fuck the club up, right? Like you gotta do that. You going to the club?
Demonetized.
Go there to get. Oh yeah. Okay, go in there
Up.
and go hard. All right, you gotta go hard when you go. So it's like, okay, we're gonna get drunk in line. All right, we're gonna cut. We finally
We're
get to the
meeting
front.
friends.
Finally get to the front. I gotta pee. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to go like walk kind of to the side of the club, and then the security guard was like, hey, I saw you trying to cut. Get out. And I'm like, bro, like, no, I'm trying to go pee. Mind you, we've been cutting the whole time, so it's like, goofy, you should have called me 20 minutes ago. Anyway, yeah, and then I came back in. I had to stand by the corner for a while. You know, I be trying to
And you
dance.
threw up.
Yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
dance a little. I couldn't even dance for real. It was bad.
Bro, he was just on the sidewalk, like head down, like one leg's over here, the other leg's on the other side.
One moment I'm in the club, next moment I'm outside.
Nah,
He keeps like, hey, get up.
Nah, the way that I remember it is because the homie was like, yo, your homie is messed up outside. You gotta go check on him. So bad. I kind of did feel
That's
like
a
bad
wild
friend.
one.
He had to drive me home.
That's a wild one. JC, I do have a question. Now we're on the subject. Remember in Vegas when you got like really sick? To be honest, did you really like black out and not remember a lot of it? Because I feel like you kind of played it off so you wouldn't have to like answer to nothing. So you're just like, I just remember us leaving the house.
Nah, this is what I remember. Like, we got in the car, and then everything was just moving really fast, like spinning and stuff. We get there, I remember going straight to a toilet, and then someone told me like I was there for 2 hours, but it felt like 10, 15 minutes maybe. And I just remember like throwing up. First it was tequila. No, first it was vodka. Then a little bit of tequila. Again, like 15 times, but I don't remember much.
And
it's
you were
like
talking,
segments.
you were talking shit to me that night too, by the way, buddy.
See, I don't really
bro,
remember
don't
that.
have vodka, dog. You know what happened last time, and I didn't. I'm not with vodka. I can't have that. But I really hate blacking out. I don't get how some people can like black out frequently, like especially white college kids. I mean, I guess I could see you have nothing to really like worry about, but
It's scary,
I
kinda.
hate that feeling, bro.
Huh?
One of the homies, Isaac, he blacks out, and he's a great time, honestly. Every single time, like, and we don't even know he's blacked out most of the time. It was probably like one of those chill ass blackouts. I don't know how that happens.
Yo, being sloppy, drunk, and blacking out, are they kind of the same or not
It
really?
can be,
Yeah,
It depends.
but like
yeah.
that's why mine. I feel like it was just a product of not eating, so I was just like gone, I guess, and just. But because the thing is though, I remember end of the night having a conversation, and like I was being normal, like I wasn't being like weird or anything. So I guess I seem very functional, but in a lot of cases, yeah, bro, you could tell someone's just gone, like they're just acting like wild.
I prefer somebody blacking out over being sloppy. Sloppy's like, bro, he made out with 7 chicks. He's like leaning over, throwing up on people, throwing up
Yeah,
on
but
himself.
most of the time when you're that sloppy, you've
Yeah.
also blacked out as well.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna remember it.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
How do you look forward to doing that is what I don't understand.
Huh?
Like some people look forward to blacking out. Why? How?
Yeah, it's not enjoyable. Like you don't even remember the night. Like what do you? I'm so excited to go out and then wake up and not
memories.
remember it. Yeah, let's make
make
these
some
non-memories.
experiences.
Dude, I felt like such a bozo the next day, and like insult to injury is the wallet, bro. Like that makes you question stuff, man. And then post drinking anxiety is really a true thing. Like when you. It has something to do with what it does to your brain and whatnot. But basically, the next morning you have all this like inhibition and like anxiety. So when you also have something tangible that you lost on that night, plus you're not able to remember stuff, bro, the anxiety is like, man,
Bro.
what was I on last night?
I lost my wallet last time I blacked out too.
Bozo.
It's one of the worst feelings, bro. Where your ID at? No.
No ID, all the cards. You start thinking of like, dude, I'm never gonna have a wallet that doesn't have AirTags in it, because you gotta have AirTags in your stuff, bro. Because it's driving me crazy that no one has spent on any of the cards, and there was a pretty good amount of cash in there, which is unfortunate. Luckily, I had just taken out some of the cash that was in there, but yeah, there was still a sizable amount of cash, so someone could have taken it and then dropped the wallet. Fine, but not even that, bro. Because if you're gonna steal it, bro, you're gonna spend on the cards.
Yeah.
So what if they were just the ultimate dick move, bro? Is you take the cash out the wallet and throw the wallet in the dumpster? That is so foul.
Oh.
Why, bro?
Was
True?
it? Was it a nice
That is-
wallet?
People do that? Yeah, that's the ultimate thing.
Because it happened to my brother at the gym. He lost his wallet. They didn't spend on the cards. They took all the cash. They took the wallet, and I think they just tossed the cards in the trash.
Oh, that's
Dude,
dirty.
why? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
just
get
give it
that.
back
Like, when
to
you're a
me.
bozo, bro, just spend the cards. At that point, then at least I'll know, all right, bet, I got to cancel all these things. I'm just sitting here with hope. I'm checking the mailbox. Like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, all right, if the weekend passes, I will cancel all those cards and replace them.
That's the thing about if somebody does send it through the mail, it's not going to get to you in time, and you're going to already order all these
And
things.
that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on.
Hopefully. And now
No
you can just
point.
give it to somebody who look like you. Give it to JC.
God, we do look similar, bro.
Since when?
All right.
No, I mean ordering new cards is free. I would just do that. Doesn't
It's
hurt.
$5.
It's free.
Are you sure?
I mean, with
It's five, with Bank of America. It's $5 if you've already like ordered several times, I think. But it just depends. But either way, it's not really a
Stop
sweat.
losing your wallet, dickhead. Yeah, you're gonna charge you
Yeah,
now
the
for
$5.
it.
I think I'm good for the $5. I'll find it somewhere, bro.
You don't
Each
need
y'all
that
give
card.
me one. Then I only need 2 on my end. Straight. It's your little weak ass glasses. I'm not gonna be able to stop looking at them weak ass things.
bro, that
What
is-
brand is that? That is
It's like
not.
it's like a
Top
French
G would
brand.
never wear nothing
It's
like
a-
that.
Here, hold up. Look on the side. It says Pair in Paris.
Yeah, Top G is not wearing nothing
Yeah,
like
man.
that. Are those Romanian?
Top G would
It's
wear
French.
these, though.
Yeah, get some Romanian glasses, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't wearing them for a hot minute just because I thought my nose was too big for them. But
No, it is. Nah. Last week you said bring back the jokes, bro. I'm sorry. But
like
all
a
right, we gonna talk.
slide.
Are we gonna talk some Top G?
Yeah.
Bottom
How
G.
come? Hey, how come
You
no
a
one was
bottom
Top
G.
G for Halloween?
Because nobody wants to
No
go
one wants
bald.
to commit.
Aiden Ross was it?
Oh, yeah.
Now he did it post and he actually
Yeah.
shaved it, but like, come on, you could just get a one of them little things.
Ball cap?
Oh, the
Ball
caps? Oh, no. That's because you have to, like, do the makeup to put it on you and all that. That's a lot of work. Can't lie.
Yeah, it's a commitment. Now, all right, before we play the video, just seeing Top G, wasn't it kind of wild? Like we haven't seen him in a minute.
I know.
He had his hair growing out and stuff. Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
know, that's
Yeah,
the
it was
part that
awkward.
hurts,
It was really
bro.
awkward.
Hey, bro,
It hurts seeing his hair growing out. I'm like, fuck, man.
He gonna look like Tristan.
Nah, bro, that's like the bald man's version of like when you just have no cut and your hairline is just like destroyed, looks the worst it could. That's their version when you just see the hair growing back in.
Like imagine
shave
Michael
your head.
Jordan with the beady beads.
Bro, it does not look right.
Like nah, bro.
That shit is embarrassing. All right, let's see.
It's nice to see him though.
Wait, Sakib, you cannot see this video and be like, it's nice to see him. It's
Nice to see you, man.
good to see you, pal.
I haven't heard his voice,
He's arrested
man.
talking about they're framing me. He's like, hey, awesome to see you though, buddy.
I like how Tristan's already crying, just walking out there.
Ask the police what evidence there is against me. Ask the police what evidence there is against me.
He's cool about it.
The Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence in my file because I've done nothing wrong. Everybody knows I'm innocent. It's okay. Everyone knows I'm
Get the fuck off me.
Nah, he said it's okay. Everyone knows I'm innocent. Bro, I can't lie. How does everything Tate does just like look so perfect, like aesthetically wise? Like, bro, that shit is a movie, bro. I mean, they were talking also, by the way, when they went into that building, basically saying the same stuff, but coming out like he comes out all calm. He got the little signal talking about it's okay. They're trying to frame me. There's no evidence in my file. And then the guy, who is that guy that just comes up and massages his shoulder? How is he in custody? And then this random Romanian citizen is able to just get around. He could have just choked him for all. That was weird.
It's just funny seeing both of them though, like the contrast between them. Like Tristan is dead ass crying, like, "Oh, that's the policeman. I didn't do anything." Andrew's just calm,
he pleading his
collected.
case.
Like, why? I don't know.
I thought it was good. Him saying that, the Andrew comes out. It's okay. Everyone knows I'm innocent. This dude just runs up, massaging his shoulders. Hey man, be strong. Be strong.
But
Apparently,
like, telling the
Romanian
paparazzi
citizen-
that though, like, what does that do? Like, you're still gonna have your day in court.
You're getting your message out. You're raising awareness. Bro, you're telling me if you were locked up unjustly, you're not going to mention it as you're walking out? You're just going to be like, dog, you need to, at least having the attention and like awareness. That plays a big factor. I mean, look at Brittany Griner.
It's better than him saying, "I'm guilty. I'm guilty." That'd
Just saying nothing.
Like,
Because
what?
it's just leaving it open. I mean, at least you have the public perception. Top G in his first open letter describes what it's like in solitary confinement. They are trying to break my iron mind with unjust imprisonment. My absolute respect for everyone around me is my act of absolute rebellion. They cannot break me. My guards know I am innocent.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, here's something crazy, though. They said, Norica Nicolai, a former prosecutor and member of the European Parliament, who in 2008 was nominated for Minister of Justice of Romania, has followed the Andrew Tate case very closely and believes that there is no proof of trafficking or rape.
Ooh.
Crazy that he gets solitary and there's supposedly no evidence out there that shows that he's been trafficking people or the money laundering stuff.
But that's
confusing.
A good point. Why does he have solitary confinement?
Bro, there's starting to come out stuff that actually is making it seem like there really might not be evidence like that. So here's another artifact. I should preface it. It's an alleged victim named by the Romanian government in the case of human trafficking. She's also come forward to denounce that she was ever a victim of trafficking.
First of all,
Or is she your
what do you
type?
want to say?
No.
She's my type.
They
she's
are
bad.
the kindest and smartest guys that I have ever met. And I know them.
Oh, look at her hair
not for
blowing in the
1
wind.
month.
She got a fan
I
and shit.
know them almost for
You know
3
you hit
years.
that.
This is promo for
And agree
OnlyFans.
with me
Sure, 100%.
that during such a period, you can already create your attitude to them.
What?
I'm just
So-
looking at her.
I can say now with confidence that these guys are not capable of such nonsense.
Oh.
What police says.
Oh, I saw her blink. She's lying.
That's
bro.
what we need,
I'm
man. That's what we
Ukrainian
need.
refugee. It was Tristan who helped not only me, also my mom and my grandma.
Wow,
On
what
the
a guy.
Great
part
guy.
of Ukraine, he gave a lot
just wanted
of
pom
warm
pom.
clothes, coats for children, boots, food, everything. Andrew and Tristan, they helped financially a lot. And now
Shut the hell up.
they are human traffickers. First of all,
It
Bro,
just seems
some
very
people be
transactional.
trying to help, but like they don't say the right stuff that I want them to say.
What do you
like,
want her to say?
What do you expect her to say, for real?
He's never done no rapey stuff. This is oh sorry, I gotta edit that out. Grapey stuff. Never done any of that. this is what we used to do. Like, he was hitting some of us, but nah, it was never anything weird. He was straightforward with it. All that stuff he say. She's all the time, he is a good guy, and you can make speculation, and the news can say what they want. Tristan got my mom. Bro, I don't care about your mom. I don't care about none of that. You could, like, mention it, but, bro, I want to hear the exact Carfax of, like, nah, I know what they're saying. It's cap. Romanian government is setting them up. Not this little slow, soft-spoken.
Like, did he abuse you or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, bro. What was he really on,
You
though?
expecting to get that information from a female with a pretty face? You think they got any sort of like anything up there to articulate an argument or to articulate something that would make sense? Logic doesn't exist with females like that.
I can't wait till you get a girlfriend.
Yeah, what do you
bro.
consider?
I can't
Wait,
wait
do
till
you,
you
when you
get a
say
girl.
females like that, you saying she's an OnlyFans girl, a cam girl?
I mean, she pretty bad, so probably like it's pretty empty up there. She probably does something like that. She got to get her money up somehow. She's a Ukrainian refugee.
Like, if you had an idea,
She got to leverage that somehow. I would. Just saying.
This is
Easy
her
way to make
promo. This is
money.
marketing for her, bro.
Exactly. This is a great marketing scheme. Just saying. But also, like, I don't know what point she's trying to make, talking about, oh, they're so nice. Like, they gave me and my family money. They helped us get from Ukraine to Romania.
She said they are
like,
capable of it.
Like, how are you supposed to know what their intentions are? They could just be, here's some money, give me some pum pum in exchange. In a very nice, formal way.
from what she's saying, it kind of just seems like transactional.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
like,
That's
because,
the point I'm trying to make.
But it's like it doesn't seem like it's helping the case as much, especially the way that she packaged it. I feel like, yeah,
She might have been getting trafficked and didn't even know it. They are great guys. They helped my mom. They pay for everything. And like, bro, were they donkey you or not? I'll believe it. But like, come on, bro. Like, were they donkey like? Because it might be trafficking at that point. Like, they get me from Romania, or sorry, from Ukrainian, whatever. Yeah. Like, that might actually be some weird stuff, and you actually just don't realize you're a victim of trafficking. But that's actually a factor.
That's another angle, yeah.
I don't think the court looks at this though and is like, oh, hey, she came out and said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Like, I don't think they care about that shit, bro. It's like, this is just only helping them in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's still not even really helping. It's like, we don't care about what you're saying, lady.
But it's like, they did say it is alleged. It's another victim that was named by the Romanian police. So we don't know if her source is like as credible because we still don't know like the actual names. Have you guys seen the actual names of the women?
No.
But it's not like it's a statement in court though, so it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. This could just be a random chick who just wants clout.
Yeah.
There's no way we can really vet.
Nah,
that.
You heard the accent. Come on.
She faked it, bro. She's an actress. Like, look at the production of it, man.
All right,
she got
well,
the makeup on and shit.
Let's see if this will interest you guys. Audio experts have examined the alleged voice messages put out by Vice News and have debunked and confirmed it was fake. And I don't know, because a lot of these messages, bro, they were mad when all we did was play the leaks and comment on the leaks. They're like, this is fake, clickbait title. I'm like, how is it clickbait? He's like, because the audio is fake. I'm like, that doesn't make it clickbait. That makes the audio fake. Like, that's a different thing. But now listen to this.
So we're about to do an analyzation of this Andrew Tate audio that Vice released. I did some research, and this person did a study about fake audio detection. And what they said was that the computer-generated voice typically was missing its top end. This is the regular Tate right here.
I mean, you're so, Andrew, you know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent.
Now, let's listen to the audio that Vice produced.
Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet.
This is what
And you hear when the Vice audio comes in? See all the time. So we're about to do an...
So that's an
audio
expert?
Man. I called this.
now, and they did show also an AI generated voice of Andrew Tate, and they showed like how it could be done, and they played several of them. Look.
Let me show you how easy it is to fool you. 8-year-old could do it on his phone, making him the smartest top G on the planet. Are you ready? I wonder how people will react to this. Just how easy they can convince you of nonsense.
That sounds like AI.
That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound like the other one. That's one thing I was thinking about that video with the guy analyzing the audio. Is, I mean, you can say that the audio. I mean, the audio still could have been edited. I assume it. Well, actually, why would you need to edit it for clarity if he's talking straight into his phone? If she could hear it clearly, there's no reason why they would have had to make any changes, because it's not like it's coming off a camera audio or something. So I don't know why it would be different. But also, how can you speak on the top end frequencies in a phone mic? Like you're just talking into a microphone. All he basically said was that there's one that has more top end and one that has less top end.
Right. And it sounded like he turned something up. Like maybe not him, but like whatever recording he used, it got turned. It sounded weird. You feel me? Like, and I don't think that proves anything. Oh, it's voice generated.
Bro,
just
stop
because
hating on the
the decibels went up by 3. Like, who cares? Like, what does that what does that mean? And how is he an audio expert? Like, I got to see some more.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Background.
This video popped up from TikTok, and TikTok, the most credible sources in America, sure. Right? But when I watch these videos, you always gotta take it with a grain of salt. You'll see them talk about certain things, and I'm the audio expert, but are you really? Like,
right? We don't really have a big.
I
background.
literally have a 1-minute video of you just saying that you're an audio expert, and then your opinion on this topic.
And I could easily cap like that, like just listen to something and be like, okay, guys, what did he even compare it to? Wasn't he comparing it to like another?
A video where he actually spoke, and then the Miami Vice one. Or the Vice video, Miami Vice.
Yeah, I don't know, because even the recording of the AI voice generated one, like it sounded similar, but you'd definitely be able to tell that wasn't legit. The one that he played sounded like Andrew Tate. I'll be so honest. Like that audio, it did sound like him.
I'm the most dangerous man on the planet.
What?
That part is probably the most.
You're saying that just because of what he said?
No, the way that he said it. I feel like I've heard Andrew Tate say it just like that before.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to cut
interviews and stuff like that. Yeah, that one's a little difficult to really tell if it's not or if it is him.
So let's say it is him. What are we supposed to take away from that? Okay,
he loves R-wording the girl.
Yeah, man.
Or he's into some kinky shit, man.
It's just words. It's just words.
Huh? No,
it's just words. Those are some crazy words to say.
If you're accused of the R word and you're on tape saying "I love R-wording you," I know you hated it, but I'm on. It's not a great look. It definitely doesn't help his case.
I want to hear more takes from JC on the R word.
No, JC hates women.
To be honest, I was just basing my initial argument on the first thing, him saying he's the world's most dangerous man or whatever. But the R stuff, rather.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think about this? 9 months of wiretaps and still no evidence was found. 6 victims named, and they have all said they aren't victims. So why are the Tate brothers still in custody? SMH.
That's weird. I haven't seen anything in the news about the 6 victims not saying or them saying anything at all. They don't pop up onto my feed, so
There may be some truth to this.
The Matrix exists. The Matrix exists.
Yeah, it has to be, because it's like, why are you in solitary confinement if you're not a danger to yourself or danger to others, or are you like that high popular of a criminal, or what is it? The
alleged
to not go with population. You know what I'm saying? But they did have videos of him talking shit about the Romanian government, calling them stupid, calling them dumb,
corrupt.
So I think some of the judges, some of the guards heard that and was like, oh, okay. You're gonna disrespect our country?
Bro,
boom.
If the case file is actually like empty, that's pretty crazy. Super crazy. I mean, if there's really nothing, and they both seemed pretty adamant, but I wonder if there's any investigative work that could actually get to the bottom of that. But I feel like probably not, because none of that has to be disclosed to anyone.
And it's possibly a money grab, honestly, for the Romanian government or the police, whatever it is, because you know how they seized his vehicles. And now that they can like use it against him, it's like, I don't think you're just gonna get the vehicles back just like that. I really don't, because if they already seized it and if they're already like working on using that to make money to fund this investigation, so how are you gonna get that money back? So maybe it is just a fat money grab and a scare
He just
tactic.
wanted his cars.
Cars, whatever else they're seizing.
Yeah, like how much money would they
just try to get his car?
I think having Andrew Tate
They're corrupt.
They got a CarMax out there. They're just getting them all off.
I think having Andrew Tate outside of the prison will be better for Romania, because like how much travel is really going to Romania? So like the money you are making, I'm guessing is from tourism.
Bro,
so
exactly.
It's like you would want to have the best light on your country to have more people come there versus like, yeah, let's take Andrew Tate's money. And then it's like, also another thing is like, what are we supposed to do about it as Americans? Like, the Romanian government is running this investigation. Even if they have 6 people, 20 people come out and say he didn't do it, if they arrest him for life, there's nothing we can do about it. And I don't think America steps in and is like, no, retrial. That was
your
bogus.
Ass, Joe Biden.
Yeah, like I don't think we're gonna be able to exonerate him for anything. So,
unless the American deep state is involved.
American deep state.
The American deep state could be involved, collaborating with whatever deep states are out there, because he was changing the narrative, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
He was a very influential person, and clearly someone wasn't too happy about that. Maybe the people involved in Epstein's case, and now he's the next victim. I'm just saying, bro. There's a deep state out there that's really, really hard to like understand, like who's involved, but you never know.
Come on, man. We got to get up to that level.
See, you never knows. Just don't go anywhere. There's just like, because you never know anything. But I do agree. there's some something going on. All that Matrix stuff he's talking about, but like I don't know enough to be like, oh, it's the same guys as Epstein because like he had dirt on. Huh?
It could really be anything.
But that's why. That's not
What
the
if it's
commentary.
big tech?
It could be anything is like useless commentary.
Big
like,
tech.
It always could be anything. Big tech?
Big tech, because you know how like they shut down all of his social medias, his Uber, his DoorDash, all that stuff. They shut everything down. They just blacked them out. If we do want to talk about deep state, I would think it would probably be big tech, maybe collaborating with the Romanian government. That I feel like that would be a bigger one. That it's like, okay, maybe we got to put this man behind bars because of the way he's affecting the youth.
Bro, if anything, it's the mafia. Like some bad money deal went on, they was like, fuck him, like send him in jail or something. Yeah, because I don't think the Romanian government really doesn't like take that much. Like I just don't see it being that big of a conspiracy where all the governments in the world are like, nah, this guy's trying to get men to galvanize men and then have them go against like whatever.
That is a good point because I wonder about that. Like the misogyny, like do people really care about that much? Like, but then again, we did see all the platforms shut him down and try to go after his bank, and all he was doing is putting out content. So it really could be that deep when you see what they already did and like everyone saw them do it firsthand. Yeah,
that is a possibility.
Bro, they took down his interviews he did with the Nelk Boys. Like, bro, it's that serious? Like, you can't have this on your platform? And he wasn't even, like, talking nothing that crazy. It's a weird world
if anything, he filtered on those podcasts.
Exactly.
Afterwards, he filtered so much. Even on the PBD podcast, like, he filtered a lot. He was talking his shit, but I really don't think that it's gonna... I don't know. I just hope that this dude goes free.
Like women are allowed to get away with talking about how they hate men are toxic, men are trash, but then Andrew Tate just spitting facts, sorry, and he's getting locked up and his life is getting thrown in the trash.
You agree with everything Andrew Tate said?
I don't.
It's just how he
Why would you say that then? Like we gotta start holding JC accountable for what he says on this pod, bro.
Okay.
He gets off so many like blanket statement generalizations and everyone just lets it like fly. But like you
It's
just
not
said
a blanket statement though. I agree with a lot of the things he says. I don't agree with everything he says.
Okay,
So
there you go.
If Andrew Tate is speaking truth but beating the fuck out of women, you still want him free?
No, but that's not what he got banned for.
Yeah, what did he get banned for specifically? Do we know?
A lot of the misogyny.
It just said misogyny.
The term misogyny is very general.
Oh
yeah,
my
they
god.
just labeled him misogynist, so you can't speak anymore. We don't like what you're saying, so
They weren't feeling him, bro. Let's not backtrack. They weren't feeling him. But yeah, praise to Andrew, bro. Hopefully we get to hear from him again soon. It honestly was nice to see him, bro.
Hey, bro,
and he was still top G in it.
you.
He still was top G in it, bro. He was calm.
Calm.
And then, dude, even his reaction was so perfect because you could also be like, who the hell is this? Grabbing his shoulders. He's like, it's okay. Everyone knows I'm innocent. It's okay.
Bro, he probably changed that man's life.
They were a perfect dynamic. Him and Tristan Tate are the dynamic duo, bro. Tristan Tate, look at the police have nothing on me. Look at my case file. And then if Andrew came out yelling too, it would have made them both look crazy. But him coming out calm is like, oh yeah, Tristan talking his stuff, and then Andrew Tate also coming out and just being very logical and seeming level-headed. And it was also just good to see Top G still being Top G, you know? It didn't look all scared and skinny or nothing.
He should have came out. They have nothing on me, but they
you
got my
guys think-
Bugatti.
Do you guys think that the Romanian government's gonna like fabricate evidence within the next like few weeks, or are they just gonna let him free and just say, you know?
It's a possibility just because of like the
Does anyone know? No one knows the answer to that, bro. Let's get on to the next thing, man. We don't got to stay on this for too long. Housephone and Adam. Let's talk about it. Housephone. Lil Housephone is outraged. You think he's going to still work at New Jumper?
Yeah. I hope not, though.
That's kind of...
I really hope
a little
not.
tough because now the No Jumper work environment just seems
That
like
shit got mad
everybody...
toxic.
Yeah, that's what's driving up the views. If you really look at the view count on all their episodes, it's like their takes about rappers and all that is way lower than their actual takes about No Jumper.
Yeah,
and
now
the
it's not just like
in there.
interviews. Yeah, things are changing down there for sure. So the starting point of this is Adam does an interview with Danny Mullen on Sledge Lords of this trans woman, and she just continuously tries to no, that'd be a cis woman. But she continuously tries to bring up that she slept with someone on No Jumper. And basically, in short, Housephone got exposed for having had business with a transsexual woman. People didn't really appreciate that because it's Adam doing the interview. And he said he tried to get everything edited out. But right at the end, you can hear Danny Mullen saying, sorry, Housephone, we need the content. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy, but the texts that Adam has shown did clearly say to the editors, yo, this should be cut out. Because he said They had the convo or whatever. He talked to Housephone. Housephone is not cool with any of it coming out. He says, all right. And then next thing you know, it comes out. And then right at the end, Housephone's name is clearly said. So Housephone had some business with a trans. And that's pretty much what he got exposed for.
Adam,
which
22?
I don't think is a big deal at all. I think it's totally normal.
Yeah,
Natural.
it's like, all right, you do whatever you need to do sexually. Like, it's none of my business. But like, I could see the way that you got exposed. It sucks the way it happened because Adam did tell the editors to edit everything out. But do you think he should have just released that podcast at all?
I think Adam's a nasty boy
For doing that?
whole thing is nasty.
Yeah, bro.
He's trying to play it off like he didn't know old girl. He didn't know shit. Bro, of all the trans women you could have had on the platform, it just happens to be the one that has already previously commented saying, yo, ask about Housephone, ask about us or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, we did say he had asked Housephone prior to the thing about it, and he just denied it and said, no, we just done a song together or whatever. My only point is it just did not have to be that one you have coming up there. And then he tried to say, oh, well, she didn't like that when I brought up that we were going to edit it out. And I just imagine from her perspective, how is that fair? If like we're not gonna let it be known, like it's almost like he should be ashamed of it.
Answer.
Bro, that is so cap right there because she obviously understands that this is not going to blow over well. Like she is exposing the guy. So how is she gonna be acting like, wait, why is it a big deal? If it wasn't a big deal, you wouldn't have opened your mouth about it. You're on here trying to expose the guy. Housephone said he talked to her after too. Like, bro, what's your deal?
Yeah.
She said, hey, I'm playing the game. You know how this goes. I'm just making content. I'm playing the game. And Adam is there giving her a platform to do that.
Right.
That's
Sick.
dirty.
Yeah, I really don't understand that from Adam, bro. Like you are the boss of No Jumper, right? You've seen this get built. Housephone is supposedly your friend, your guy, your road dog, right? Again, like you said, why even release the podcast if you've been saying his name the entire time, right? Because I'm thinking, all right, if I invite somebody on my if I invite somebody on my podcast, right, and they start saying your name, and they're slandering in a way, cut the pod, bro. Like I keep telling you, don't bring him up. Like it would be very stern. Like okay, we're just not gonna use it, right?
Yeah.
And then his thing was, oh okay, I didn't want to cut the pod because I didn't want to hear her reaction about it. She was gonna get mad. So wait, you're telling me you care more about this person's opinion than your friend, your homie? Right?
Day one.
Day one.
She probably would have exposed him anyway.
Who cares? How?
You know what I mean?
Like
not on this platform.
Whose
though.
voice is louder? And who? Like, and then that was another thing he said. He was like, oh. People had already kind of heard about it. It was going to get out regardless, but you don't just put that out though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let that be something
famous.
Right.
Like,
Not at all, bro. No one
extent.
knows her.
We just know her as the transsexual woman. Like I don't know her name.
And then the scumbag that Adam is he's like, oh, if anybody should be feeling bad, it's me because I have everybody looking at me like mad at me about stuff. It's like, bro, how are you so narcissistic and wrapped up in your own head to like you don't even see how this is affecting Housephone? No, you know what he's going through, like with his mom, with his mental health, all that type of shit. Like,
and he got a girl.
His
dog.
girlfriend body bagged the platform.
Yeah.
She body bagged him, bro. She was going in. I'm like, dang, how long has she been around? That's crazy. Like, she was talking about older people that worked there, Cam girl, Ski, like a few different people. I'm like, dang, she really like in the know. But like, how long have y'all been together? I swear they haven't been together that long. But she was taken up for him big time, which is kind of player, bro. You hook up with a trans woman, and then you got your girl backing you and talking about your work.
Man, some freaky shit.
What did you guys think about his response to it though, Housephone, when he got on the platform and spoke on it?
He did it perfectly. I feel like he did a good job because he's like, he said he's never touched a dick, he ain't never sucked, or he ain't never done anything with all that type of stuff. He kind of just owned it. Yep. And then he
experimental.
He called it out. And it is 2023. People are into some different shit these days. Like, yeah, maybe being a black person and maybe having some
and being a rapper
transsexual
too.
things or hooking up with a trans person. Yeah, it's gonna be frowned upon. Obviously, you want to keep that under the wraps, but once it came out, it's like, dog, what are you gonna do? Oh, nah, I ain't do that, man. I ain't do that. Nah, he just kind of owned it, and he kind of did call out the way that like he called it how it looked. Especially how Adam responded to it. It was an honest mistake on the editor's part. I can't lie about that because if all the other stuff is scrubbed out, but that last little part, and Danny did say it under his freaking breath. So I would be honestly a little annoyed at the editor.
See, but you can't pass the blame on somebody like that. You sat there and had a whole conversation for 2 hours, however long, and then y'all cut up some parts, whatever, about your homie, knowing it's going to put him in a compromising position. And again, it's not like in the black community that is looked down upon when you messing with trans, gay shit. Like we're very.
But But what if? Do you think if they just if Danny Mullen hadn't said that at the end, if that part was cut out as well, do you think people would have known it was Housephone? I'm honestly, I didn't watch it. I'm like,
no,
I'm not
I mean,
because
Adam made a comment. He was like, "Yeah, if that last part wasn't in there, you wouldn't have known. The interview still would have been there. Still would have been cool." And I don't know, but it's just like the fact that you're doing that for the content, though. Like, again, I would have cut it immediately after. I keep telling you, hey, don't bring up my homie's name again. And then you just keep bringing it up, trying to expose him. I'm not going to continue the interview with you.
He did give a little insight, though. He was saying that Danny was the one that kept kind of like bringing it up because he didn't know like the situation at all. Like it was totally new to him.
Check his ass.
But yeah, bro. I mean, I still think Housephone need to come up there and smack Danny Mullen for sure. But what you think about AD though? AD's gone in the most on the platform. Like he's really been upset about it and just talking about how he would walk and whatnot.
Well, that's good because if I'm calling you my friend and my coworker and we're working together like that, nigga, we're gonna have some conversations that I don't want everybody to know. So if I see that this is how you and Adam has a track record of treating people like shit, or just being a bad person in general. So it's like I can't sit comfortably next to you knowing that.
Why you say that?
Yeah.
I mean, just I haven't followed No Jumper for that long.
Yeah, you piggybacking off what they've been saying because they all mad at him.
But I mean, I've seen okay. Let's say this: T-Rail and Milk 74, right? Yeah. Milk was trying to go back on Fig, which is something completely different. And Adam was like, gave T-Rail an ultimatum, like, oh, if you have Milk on there,
is that true though? I wondered about that.
Yeah, he gave him an ultimatum.
But he did have Milk on there though.
Yeah, but like after that though, he's like, if you keep fucking with him, if you keep messing with Milk, I just don't know. You can't have him on the show. Like, how can you tell me as a grown man who I can have on my show? But Milk and T-Rail and all of them would have great chemistry. Like Smack, all of them would be great. But it's like Adam don't fuck with Milk because Milk be calling him a Gilligan and all that type of shit. Like Milk has gone up to No Jumper asking for a fade and shit like that. So Adam's not really trying to go for none of that smoke. Like. So, I mean, that's why I say that. Like, Adam has a track record of not being a friend. And then Housephone's girlfriend was even saying all the people he's fucked over. So I'm thinking, okay, so from AD's mind, right, we working together, shit like that, I can't sit comfortably next to you knowing that at any moment you're going to use my name and discredit me for something, for some clout, like, for some views.
Academics being petty, bro. Academics love seeing the fall, bro. Bro, Academics going, dog, the most passive-aggressive stuff he's talking about, like, his stance is basically, hey, man, when I had my issues with Adam, y'all called me crazy. So now it's y'all battles to handle. I ain't saying nothing because Adam and I, we're good. So I'm not going to say nothing about it. Y'all can fight that battle. And them boys going to pull up to work the next day anyways. They not going to take a stand. They're not going to say nothing. They're going to say, yes, master, and go back. Bro, like, he's trying to egg them on to, like, just crash out and leave the platform. And on top of that, he's basically, bro, he's just hating on Adam without hating. Like, oh, Saqib? Nah, I mean, I tried to tell y'all about Saqib, but hey, Saqib and I good now. So if that's what he did to y'all, I mean, you still going to be his friend, right? See, I'm good with him. That's different.
And I still got to put the blame on Adam for that, for even having Academics Joe or if any of us commenting on this shit, because it's like the No Jumper drama should not be what your main source of content.
I think the content is also getting watered down. All that on the couch shit. I don't want to see 3 niggas sitting on the couch ever.
Like the streaming shit.
Don't show me no straight on view.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about the camera angle wise. Imagine we just had one front camera, just the 3 of us just sitting here with our dicks in our hands.
What is this, a reaction channel?
Bro, yeah, that shit is like, I don't want to see that, bro. And it's always that, like, you know how awkward it is? I see Duno, Almighty Suspect, and like AD just sitting there on the couch like this, or Lush, and they're looking side to side at each other. Like, that shit is kind of like, it looks stupid, bro. Yeah. And it's just the podcasting. I get that they're trying to push out a bunch more content. They're probably way more profitable now. But, bro, I kind of miss the quality it used to be at the other ones. There was like 4 different shows, and then they'd have interviews in between. Now it's like they're just trying to overload with content where people are just in there all the time doing these streams. But it's just kind of stupid sometimes. And, bro, Almighty Suspect be tweaking, bro. Love to bro. But, man, it's just the worst content sometimes. Like, he get into it with Lush, and he just gets, like, in his feelings, and he just be getting mad. Like, he's, like, the dude that, like, say you, like, roast my glass or something, and then I'm just going crazy on you. Like, I just won't stop.
I saw
and I'm, like, yelling at you, and I'm, like, just being loud, and I'm, like, laughing. Like, look at this nigga jacket. Ah!
Yeah,
it's like,
he's
bro,
laughing at his
you're
own
laughing at,
jokes,
like, you're the loudest one in here. Just like, you're just that pressed to, like, feel like you're winning the roast or whatever. Like, it'd be too much, bro. I read all the comments. They're like, yo, bro is so insecure. Like, and I be saying, like, bro, he needs to chill, dog. Like, it's not good content.
That was the funny thing. He does kind of look like that dude.
Dude, he obviously no, but they had another one where he went even harder a week after that, bro. After the first, bro, and the funny thing is, he be getting on him saying, like, to Lush, like, bro, you make Reddit jokes. And Russ will say something, that's from Reddit. But then he swears he doesn't check the Reddit. Bro, you can't keep telling someone that all their stuff is from Reddit and then also be trying to convince everyone you're not actively looking at the Reddit to see what people are saying about you.
And
so
then
you're
his
getting
roast
so triggered.
jokes are like, you built like a washing machine.
You old as hell.
I'm like, wait, what? That's not even funny like that.
Yeah, bro, they got it.
Yo, okay. Do you think it's about to crash and burn? Or do you think people are just going to dip and we're going to get new personalities?
I don't know if people will dip because they're making bread. They're getting good bread off there. You're getting a good attention. But I feel like it's just been watered down as far as all the characters on the show. Like, it used to be everyone was like their own personality and was solid. And now it just seems like he needs to fill a bunch of roles type stuff because they need more content. What happened to Flacco, by the way?
He pops up in the streams from time to time, the 3-man couch.
I haven't seen him in like a week or two, I feel like. Ever since the beef, I haven't seen him.
It's been toxic. But man, my favorite from No Jumper right now is definitely Sharp. Sharp's
the man.
He's always the best at doing the podcast. He needs to go do his own show, TBH, because
he does have his own show.
Well, like go do his own thing. I've never seen his YouTube. Like he never pops up on YouTube or anything, unless it's like on other people's platforms.
All right. Well, either way, enough sucking off No Jumper. Let's go back on our shit. Let's go on to Kai Cenat getting banned.
All right. So Kai Cenat, as you guys know, one of the most live streamers there is. Recently,
one of the most live streamers there is.
Exactly.
He's so live when he's live.
Exactly.
It's like literally the exact same minute. No delay.
He got that New York energy. He brings it into the streams. Yeah. He's live. So he recently got banned on Twitch because he was eating edibles and then he kind of passed out on air.
I think he was faking.
Yeah, probably. Some people have the argument of that since he has kids, his audience is like a bunch of kids, you can't really be showing negligence or not negligence, like I guess abusing either alcohol or marijuana or substances. I honestly think that's kind of a insane. It's like I understand, okay, maybe some of the kids are young, but for the most part, everything he's talking about, it's pretty adult too. Like he's talking about a lot of the relationship stuff. He'll talk about just like funny things that happen, and just like he'll talk about women. So I don't think your age demographic is under 18 all the time.
Dude, I think the majority of his demo is kids. If I'd have to guess, I would say he makes like more kid content.
Yo, is it a permanent ban or temporary?
Probably temporary.
Well, he makes way too much money to get perma banned, bro. And Twitch has a history of just like saying you're banned and then letting you back on in a week or two. So I mean, I think he'll be okay though.
On the flip side, I feel like this is a good thing. Show kids, don't take edibles. Don't OD on edibles. Be responsible. Otherwise, you're going to pass out, and you don't want to pass out,
And edibles, they hit hard, man. They do hit hard.
See, but honestly, this is his fault, though. Like, you're one of the biggest.
Well,
you are the
fault.
biggest Twitch streamer, like probably in history or something like that. And you don't know the rules and regulations, the terms of services to know not to get kicked off by taking a bunch of edibles. But I was reading somewhere too. They was like, a lot of Twitch people, they be drinking, they be smoking, but they don't get canceled. They don't get banned. So why is it him that's getting banned? And then people trying to bring in the R allegations, like all that stuff, and it's like,
I forgot about those.
I think you're like going way too deep about it. Like, I don't think Twitch is out to get him just because of the grape allegations that happened outside of the platform. But yeah, I mean, Twitch, you got to do better, bro. Don't be banning people that are making you that much money. Like, y'all got to have some.
There's
some
the
more
other
sense in
angle of it too. They have they'll have the corn stars doing their
the
hot
bathtub
tub streams. It's like, dog, isn't that like promoting like men to fucking waste their money and I guess like neglect their own life just to get some conversation in with these Twitch streamers? It's like, why isn't there a ban for that? You guys are half naked. You guys it's affecting men's mental health in a way, right? So where are those bans? You guys do it on one side, but you're not gonna do it on the other.
I wonder if
that's kind of confusing.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna switch platforms because I mean, I wonder
where
if
would he go?
YouTube. You go YouTube Live, although YouTube is pretty
worse, bro.
For the live.
I mean, their rules are like really.
Dude,
tight.
I'm actually not sure, bro, because Academics is drunk off Henny all the time.
All the time.
He's only like in the last part of his stream. He says, like, he's not just hammered from the get go.
No, he drinks the entire stream.
Yeah, and that's still abusing a substance. Like, I don't get it. Like, how do y'all pick and choose?
But he doesn't pass out. That's the thing. Act can drink, like that's a Henny father.
Kai doesn't smoke, and like he doesn't really do drugs like that. So
and it throws me off. It's an edible. That's the thing that threw me off. Because I get it, if you're smoking, you can see it in action. It's smoke, you can see all of that. But an edible, you're just eating. It's just a substance you're eating.
And why is it passing out is like that fine line? You could take as many edibles, smoke as much as you want, but if you can't hold yourself,
it's killing the retention, man. It's killing the retention.
Yeah, I think there's bigger fish to fry with Twitch, bro. Y'all gotta be smarter than that. Because what if he does leave platforms? Then what? What you gonna do with all that money? That just walked out the door because you wanted to just pretty much hit a button on them, you know, like, or maybe it's AI that does it, and then they screen it, and then they have some guy manually click to get them off there, or how does that work? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know Twitch too well to really comment on like how it probably is AI though. Like, I feel like all the social media is AI.
Not for someone as big as Kai. They probably have like higher ups at Twitch who manually go in and do the suspension. There's no way it's AI.
It's probably like specific cases. Like Kai would probably be a specific case where somebody would have to manually override the like the AI. You know.
100%.
I love Kai Cenat. Have you guys seen him on the Sidemen?
No, I heard about that episode.
Oh, it was so funny. One of the most entertaining ones. Because like I seen Gideon on it, and Gideon, like KSI was messing up Gideon with like the wildest things to say. But I feel like Kai, they gave him mad ugly girls, by the way. Hella ugly. But he's just such a personable guy that when he's on it, even if they gave him the worst stuff to say, he finds a way to flip it around. He's kind of like Philly. Philly's the other dude. He's also very entertaining on it. That was a great episode. Watch that.
Let them know, man. Good promo, bro. Awesome. That's so interesting, man. But all right, yeah, Kai Cenat, you think he's gonna get his shit back though? They can't leave him permanently banned.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
he brings in way too much money.
Bro, it's just like they don't have an affinity for any of their creators, bro. Because they also banned Ak at one point. So Ak had to change his little swag, but now I guess he's back good. But you really like, there's no telling with these brands. But he'll be fine, dog. He's going to come back bigger and better than ever.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Gideon permanently suspended off Twitch?
Hey, okay.
He's not back?
Is he back?
I'm not sure.
I thought it was a perma-ban.
I think he's gone.
And
really?
He was bringing in a lot of people.
I forgot what he said. What did he say that was so bad?
He was dissing Pokimane. And I forgot exact words what he said, but it was kind of brutal. And then he apologized to her and he did all the things. Then he showed up to Twitch, and he was still banned. Yeah.
That's a cold case, bro. You got to go on TikTok live, man.
TikTok do better, live, Twitch. Do better.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let me show y'all this. I'm gonna see what you think, especially you, Tori. It seems today that all you see.
Sunday. Perfect day to dangle my feet in the pool with the other heavier wives.
Me too.
Loose burger meat on a sunny day. This is nice, isn't it, Beverly? Bev?
Bev?
Uh-huh.
Pat Bev?
Well, then say it.
You guys,
Bitch.
the Dylans just had the best idea. What do you say we all go to Coachella with a Q, Quahog's 3-day music festival?
Oh, music festival, huh? You think the Von Trapps will stick around to pick up their award this time?
I don't know about them, but they're gonna have holograms of Tupac and also Nipsey Hussle, who I'd never heard of and then was told to care immensely about.
So this was the Dylans' idea?
We can't take credit for it. Any young person would have thought of it.
Do I have to wear a tuxedo like Frank and Sammy, or is that just for the people on stage?
Wow.
Oh,
disrespect.
Seth MacFarlane, you're going to hell for that, buddy. All right? You don't talk about Nipsey Hussle. You man, leave Nipsey alone, man. But nah, I'm not really too mad at that, honestly.
You're not mad at it?
Yeah, no, I mean, Family Guy's made way worse jokes about everybody. So it's like, I don't think Nipsey Hussle is off limits. And there was some truth to what he said. You feel me? Like,
well, I think it was just like the white perspective, like the middle America, like white perspective. Like they really hadn't heard about him.
Bro, I know a lot of black people that hadn't heard about him, bro. When Nipsey died, R.I.P. Nipsey. Like, I was at school, bro, and like the only people that was at his vigil, like, was niggas from LA.
Oh, maybe this is an LA thing.
And like, it wasn't that many people from like other states, and you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe from like the East Coast or New York, but like, yeah, I listened to him for a while. But Nipsey would still be considered more so of like an underground rapper. Like, at the end of his career, that was the highest level of marketing and success that he's been on a public scale.
Yeah, because that's the hit with Kendrick.
Yeah, and like his last album was the most like well received album that there was. You feel me? So I'm not really mad at that take. Like, there was a lot of people who did not know who Nipsey Hussle was. Like, Nipsey was an LA icon, right? No discredit in that at all. But we have a certain love and affinity for him that other people don't even understand. I'm pretty sure people from Alabama might not have heard about him. Like, I was reading comments too about it. They was like, oh, I've known about Nipsey since 2010. But do you know how many other people haven't heard about Nipsey since that long? Like, just because you're from a different state and heard about him does not mean that he was that big. And like, I love Nipsey, but I'm not mad at what Chris said. Like, I understand Family Guy. They're gonna shit on everybody, bro.
And you gotta
like,
take into consideration, this is a adult comedic cartoon based on a white family. And when you see it, just like you said, it's a white perspective. It's like
it was written by all white people.
It wasn't a bad joke. I think it was just an honest joke. It's like literally you would see so many different types of people. Like I knew about Nipsey from Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks.
Facts.
So it's like an old and Dom Kennedy. So that's how I know him. If you're tapped in, I feel like if you were tapped in with black culture, you would know of Nipsey a little bit more. But
it might just be an LA thing though. It might
really
be more LA from what Tori described.
There's a lot of black people that had no idea who Nipsey was. Like, okay, DC is a little bit different. I heard people driving down DC like windows low, car stereo blasting, playing Nipsey. Like, I'm like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. So they know Nipsey out here. A lot of DC people know about him. A lot of the other East Coast and Midwest have never heard of Nipsey Hussle. Like or if they did, they've heard one song but haven't went back to listen to the mixtapes or nothing like that. So I'm
like,
not too mad.
If your favorite song is "Double Up" by Nipsey Hussle,
you don't know Nipsey.
You probably heard about him after he passed away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's like a huge song that he had.
Hey, but do recall he was doing world tours.
Yeah.
He was touring. He has fans in every city, but I see what you're saying as far as not everyone knows about him. Like pretty much everyone in LA would know about him. But he was able to tour. So I mean he had fans everywhere, but that makes sense. Like if you wouldn't, it's not like everyone in every room is gonna know about him.
I'm gonna be honest, I had never like heard about him before. But then like I learned a lot about
White America.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. But I was just gonna say, like, in terms of jokes will always offend people, right? The funnier they are, the more offensive they are. I feel like. No? What would you say?
The funnier they are, the more offensive they are?
Generally with jokes, like you're a comedian, right?
Mm-hmm. You mean it backwards though? The more offensive they are, the funnier?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. The more offensive they are.
I think truth and jokes are great. I think so that's why sometimes some truths might hurt other people. And shit, for me, I feel like I would always defend good jokes. You know, I don't think this was a bad joke. Like bad jokes, somebody makes a bad joke, you apologize, you gotta get over it. You made the bad joke, but when it's an honest joke like that, it's just like, bro, I could see it. I'm not gonna get upset at the fact that you made this joke. It's not. I don't think it's something to take a giant offense to. If anything, you know, Nipsey passed. This is probably holding his name even longer. You know what I mean?
Oh, as the guy no one knew. All right, but check this out. Next time a white celebrity dies, I can't. I'm getting on that shit instantly. Especially like one of them game show hosts or something. Nah, I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. Wait till the pod. Wait till the next podcast. Oh yeah, Bob Barker, the guy who they told us to give a fuck about. Yeah, yeah. Honestly though, Bob Barker is the shit. I wouldn't say that about him. But yeah, just wait. Yeah, wait till I hear about somebody, bro. I'm gonna be the next one saying. I'll be like, hey, it's a joke. Don't hate on the truth. It's a truthful joke on our side. We didn't know about him.
Yeah, it's gonna offend some people and it's gonna make other people laugh.
It'll be different if they try to attack his character or the way he passed. You feel me? Or if they did like a whole skit like that, because that would be too far crossing the line. But just bringing him up saying like, oh, there's a hologram, and okay, that part is kind of weird. And also Nipsey Hussle, like they just really wanted to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? Like the and also, you know, like you got Tupac and then you got Nipsey. You feel me? Like,
hey, low key, I could see it being a funny joke. Now that I think about it, like if I was on that side and I had never heard of bro before that, and then like that joke would be funny to me. I'd be like, oh man, I knew it. I knew I didn't like. I wasn't the only one that hadn't heard about him, because you know a lot of people be acting like they knew all about someone as soon as they passed. They just like get on the bandwagon like, yeah, man, he was so. I never knew how big he was, man. Like that guy, man, true legend. But like they really don't get like, dog. You're honestly being like programmed to all of a sudden care, because you really didn't know about the person. But also other people that genuinely do learn about him after.
And I feel like that happens with a lot of people after they die. Same thing with like Pop Smoke. Like people wasn't really tapping in, or at least a lot of people like wasn't really tapping into Pop Smoke. He died. All you hear is people talking about Pop Smoke, R.I.P. Like the fake love happens every single time somebody dies. So them throwing out Nipsey like that is not like, that's not that big of a deal, bro. Like, people are just emotional for what? Like, I get it. LA people, we love Nipsey, yes, but
like,
not everybody has that same.
Mac Miller, when he passed, were you affected by it, Travis?
Was I affected by it?
Yeah, did it bother you in any way?
Oh,
See, you don't know. You see, it's not like.
No, yeah, I was, but of course, yeah, Mac Miller, he's huge.
Oh, okay.
See, but I wasn't like a huge fan of Mac to like cry. You feel me? Like I cried when
Nipsey died. Of course, I didn't cry or nothing. Like, but it's like, bro, Mac Miller, he had some fire.
That's a hard loss.
That's Mac, bro. He's huge.
He was a part of the community,
but
bro.
You can't compare Mac to Nipsey, honestly. Like, they're just so different.
Yeah.
Because Mac is more universal music-wise, but like Nipsey, you can't knock like the legendary stuff he was doing in LA. But again, it's more like a community type
and
thing.
the things that he just said, like, you know, just like watching some of his interviews, it's like you could just hear him speak, and it's inspiring, it's motivating, and you know, like after he passes, you kind of just say it's like, wow, like he was working on some stuff that we're just never gonna see, and that's just
That nigga
sad.
built a computer from scratch when he was a kid. You've never done it. You've never done it. I have done that.
Oh,
Stop
really?
capping.
Yeah, summer camp.
I called it a computer. I identified it as that.
It sucks though. I feel like generally in life, people don't appreciate what someone else like brings to the table or what value they bring to their community until they pass.
Oh yeah, man.
Have you noticed that?
Oh,
People
yeah.
never get the flowers, so they can still smell them. The idol in my eyes, God of the game, heart of the city, Rockefeller chain. Yeah, what is that?
Bars.
Who is
That's Jay-Z.
that? Never be another number one. Young Hove, also my big brother. That's Big Brother by Kanye.
I said Jay-Z.
He was talking about Jay-Z though.
Yeah,
He was sucking him off the whole song. You remember that one? He was just sucking Jay-Z off for a whole song straight. My big brother was Big's bro. Come on, bro. You suck him off.
Meat Glazer.
Yeah, come on though. Nipsey. Yeah, you have a good perspective on this, to be honest. Because for me, I'm like, bro, these white middle Americans don't even know how stupid they sound, making a dumb joke like that just because y'all weren't tapped in, acting like he wasn't big. But it's facts. Yeah,
Bro,
you go
I'm
to
telling
Alabama,
you, bro. We had a visual for him. There was no more than 20-something people, bro. And the majority of them was LA niggas because I was like, what up?
But do you think,
looking at it. Like,
but honestly, probably the majority of the other people wanted to come, but they just knew they weren't worthy enough to even go to a viewing of Nipsey. They weren't worthy enough. You don't have enough songs memorized. They're probably in their dorms bumping.
They're trying to memorize them in the dorms.
Oh, God.
They're like, okay, for the next parties, we got it.
it was crazy, bro. I wasn't even mad at people playing Nipsey after he passed, though. You know, it'd be like, oh, don't play him now. You didn't play him before. But if you didn't know about him, you didn't know about him. And it's cool to have like new fans to be like, oh, his shit was hard.
How do you feel about that perspective? All right, here's the thing. I feel like there's different aspects though, because there's the people that someone passes and they start listening. Then there's the people that someone passes and they start listening, and then they're just jocking that shit like they were the biggest fan of them.
Yeah.
What do you think about people listening to someone's music after they passed?
I mean, that's fine. Like let's say the legends that I love, when they pass, I'm for sure finna go back and listen to some shit and be like, I never heard this song before. How'd I never hear it, you know? And it's not that I'm a fake fan or didn't give them flowers or they were alive. It's just like, bro, to respect and honor that person, like, I just want to be in that, I kind of want to listen to him here, be in that space, right? I'm not mad at you wanting to go back and discover for yourself as a music fan, as a rap lover, whatever, like, to go back and listen to somebody who had such an impact, right? Because everybody's telling you, oh, he has such a big impact, such a big influence. So then as a music fan, you'd be like, I want to hear what he was saying in his music to kind of understand where that grieving comes from, right? Why the whole state and the whole community is grieving, you know, from the loss that we had, right? But now I think it's a difference though when it's like, you're just posting about it like all the fucking time. Like you can listen to the music, but I don't want to hear you say, oh, we love you, Pop Smoke, all this, but like, or we love you, Nip, and you never listen to him a day. Like,
yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
someone like that. Who else passed? Like before Nip, what other rappers passed? There was someone like
Young
that.
Dolph? No.
Nah, I always mess with Dolph heavy. Dolph's the man.
Yeah, I think it's more annoying. It's like when you do it right when they pass, and you do it for a week, and then it's done. Yeah. You know, I think that's a lot of fake love, because I was talking to somebody recently, and they were like, I didn't really listen to Mac Miller, and when he passed, I just didn't want to hop on the bandwagon. So I introduced them to Mac Miller and a lot of songs that I love, because I'm a huge Mac fan.
What's your favorite album? I'll tell you mine.
Oh, the one with Red Dot Music. What's it called? With like watching movies.
With him sitting naked with the red background. I don't even know the name of it.
What's it called? Fuck, I'm forgetting the name.
I didn't even listen to most of his albums, so I'm not gonna be able to help.
It's the one where he's doing watching movies. Red Dot Music. I think it's called Red Dot Music or the Starlight. No.
No. See, I was
fake love.
No, I didn't.
I don't know album names like that.
I didn't play him after he passed. I mean, honestly, because my feel was The Divine Feminist.
Oh,
that's the album. I'm like, wow, that I love that. I mean, I played all this other stuff like Smile Back or like that, whatever album, the Blue Slide or whatever. When I was younger,
Blue Slide Park.
Yeah. So I listened to a lot of stuff when I was like more younger. But when I was like, I don't know, right out of high school, I think, bro, the Divine Feminist or Feminist, yeah, I think it's Feminist.
The Divine Feminine.
Bro, I could play that album front to back, and I played it a lot. I know it's not like his like That might not be necessarily his bread and butter,
Dude,
but
he
bro,
got
that
so
album
many
was
good
fire.
albums, man.
And he got his little alter ego he used to be rapping as.
Yeah.
What's his called?
What's his? Larry Fisher. No,
Larry Fisherman.
Was it Larry Fisher?
That's his producer tag though.
Larry Hoover.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
El
Yeah.
That's wild.
Man. Shout out
El
to
Diablo.
All right,
This is
JC,
so hard.
it's officially your time to shine. You don't have many times to
Really
shine. You're not good at shining. You look like somebody that got spit shine then dropped in the mud, but it's your time to shine anyways. Come on, hit us with it.
You want to go Nancy Pelosi or you want to go the other one?
The hoodie.
You telling me? Oh yeah, he said Nancy.
Nancy, all right, we can start with Nancy. I mean,
Oh, play the video. You got the video?
I have the video.
Come
I
on.
have the video.
All right, give us
Do you
a
think
little,
there was some,
backstory into it.
So Paul Pelosi, allegedly there was a dude who broke into his house, beat him with a hammer.
But this is the video finally released though of the cops that pulled up during that.
Yeah. So there's a video here where the cops pull up to the residence in San Francisco, and we can see
what really went down.
We can see what really went down.
All right.
Put it sideways.
Yeah. Fucking said.
Bro.
2620. No, 2640.
I can see it.
Yeah, it literally said in there. Hi. Hey guys. How you doing?
How are you?
What, they holding
What's
hands?
going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope.
Hey. What is going on right
I'm
now?
not getting an answer on call.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Get his ass.
He might have went unconscious right there. He's not even moving.
Mobilized.
Yeah.
You think he got hit with the hammer?
Wait, bro that got hit with a hammer is unconscious?
Yeah.
Everyone working ever
He's
back up
old, bro.
No. Let it play.
Code 3 back up at 26.
He's just playing dead, bro. Playing possible.
Give me your fucking hand!
Hey, don't be
Give me your
cursing,
fucking
bro. We gotta
hand.
monetize, idiot.
Bro, look. Yo, why you grabbing his ass like that?
Bro, they both just like fell asleep. What the hell? Play dead. They'll leave.
Yeah, bro. So basically, what's weird is allegedly the dude broke into the house, beat the guy with the hammer. But then the initial story was like he also had a hammer, or it was Paul Pelosi's hammer, and then the other guy got a hold of it and then beat him with it. It was really strange. And then they wouldn't want to release body cam footage initially, but then the judges just had it released
The
today.
cam looked weird, bro. That's just a weird sight. And the fact, like, and at first I was saying, what if maybe they had their guns drawn, and that's why Paul Pelosi looked like such a weirdo when he's just staring there like blank faced. But nah, they for sure, if they have their guns drawn, bro, they're not casually knocking. And it's kind of funny. He's like, yo, what is going on, bro? Like, he's looking at both of them like, yo, what are y'all doing, bro?
But did you guys see, like, when they knocked on the door, oh, hey, guys, like, how's everything? Or, like, and then
How do y'all both greet him?
Yeah.
Both greeting the cops.
Both holding the hammer.
Hey, everything's
good. That's what
fine.
they said.
Like-
Everything's fine. And he's holding a hammer.
Bro, but the thing is, Paul Pelosi called the police too. So you think as soon as the cops come, you like just running out the door, like, yo, help me. This
But
guy is in here. He's just staring at him with his like, he's like he had a crush on him. He's just staring.
With no pants.
Deer in the headlights. Yeah, in his underwear, bro. So is there now credence to it might have been a gay lover?
Oh, for sure.
Yes, for sure.
He was literally laying the hammer down.
If you look closely, he was smiling and the other dude was smiling as soon as the cops pulled up.
Okay, but what does that prove? Why would they both have been smiling?
Why would they be? If someone broke into my house,
So
and
you're
they're
like, you
holding a
guys must be
hammer-
gay lovers. So even if you're with you, so let's say when you're out with your boyfriend, right? When you're over at his house, you're saying when the cops come to the door, you're just gonna be smiling because you guys are gay lovers?
Bro, I think
frightened, bro. If someone breaks into my house,
No, I'm saying if you were with your gay lover. I'm just saying it doesn't really prove credence that he has a gay lover because they were smiling. Because either way, why would they be smiling?
But he might be onto something because if you think about it, he's smiling, right? When you're smiling, you're happy. And what is gay? You're happy. Bruh, come on. I think you're onto something, JC. I think you're there,
Break
bro.
down the etymology. So wait. They didn't want this to come out because they didn't want a bad look on Nancy? Or they didn't want a bad look on the family, the family
I don't
unit?
think anyone said why they didn't want it out because that would be very revealing. We don't want it out because we want Nancy to look a little better and we think that the information, they're not.
It's
no one's going to say
speculation.
that, but they didn't want it out apparently.
It's also strange because the dude supposedly broke in and was saying, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" But then he didn't even come with a hammer. He took Paul Pelosi's
Didn't it seem-
hammer.
Mhm.
But it's San Francisco.
It had
so
domestic violence vibes to it. Didn't it have domestic violence vibes to it?
Yes.
Just like the look of them too and how they're all, yep, everything's good. Everything's good, officer. You're both holding the hammer. Like, why y'all both holding the hammer, bro? Like, what are y'all
That shit
doing?
was weird. I think conspiracy.
Let's do it.
MK Ultra. They came to the door, flashed him 2 times with the flashlight, and then once he said put the hammer down, bro just broke and tried to just beat the fuck out of Paul.
What's MK Ultra?
So that was like the brainwashing thing. Like that's pretty much what Stranger Things is like based upon. So like back in the old days, 70s, 60s, like they had a bunch of kids and stuff like that, and they was brainwashing them with TV and auto suggestion. And once we say like a certain code word or something, it'll trigger you to perform how we want you to perform or like do some hypnosis shit.
Hey, can we watch the video again, bro? I just have to see that
This is
weirdness
hilarious.
one more time.
Come on, bro. This shit's crazy.
I'll play it back.
Like we get a call of a domestic violence situation. 2 dudes open the door.
Looking like they're holding hands, bro. Like, why are they standing like that, yo?
Yeah, literally sitting there. How you doing?
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Boom, boom.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey. What is going on right
I'm
now?
not getting an answer on call back.
Bro, oh shit.
Yo, you guys think you're connected though?
I think he dropped instantly. Yeah. All right, you could take it off, bro. That was that's a crazy looking thing, but bro, the way they're both standing there is so weird, bro. I think it actually might be a lover, bro.
How do you explain that?
The way dude was standing there, like, why would you not let go and immediately go to the cops if you're the one? But he did call them on him, so I think maybe it was a domestic abuse situation.
Would you run towards the cops if they have their guns drawn out?
I don't think they had their guns.
Oh,
drawn.
they didn't. Okay,
No, they didn't. You would see it on the
That's what I
body
was
cam
saying.
of their guns drawn out.
True.
But that's what I was saying. At first, I thought he might have the guns drawn. They didn't have that shit drawn. They're knocking on the door, bro.
Calm,
you have the guns
cool,
drawn.
and
You LAPD, open it. Like, nah. That was do. They had a little.
That's
a
another
rhythm
thing.
to it.
Wait. Why didn't they have their guns drawn? Because if I get a call that Paul Pelosi is coming over or has a domestic violence situation or somebody's being robbed, that's a high client, high target,
you are
whatever.
right.
Like, I should have my guns drawn.
Yo, that's
so
detective mode
awkward.
right there.
Yeah.
Because what if it was really a domestic violence phone call that they got? Then they come and see because they all, oh no, he called from the bathroom. Play us the 911 audio. Play us the 911 audio because you don't get a call like that and not pull it with your guns blazing.
Yeah.
And you all answering the door like, what's up, fellas? And if you just got a call about one dude has a hammer trying to kill the other one, broke into the house, and you see 2 dudes standing there clearly both holding a hammer, and you're like, what are y'all doing,
And
bro?
none of them brought out their guns at all when they see a weapon in the dude's hands.
Oh God! If I was a cop, I would have just got my shit out and just shot myself.
See, but that's why they didn't have a gun out because it's like you're both introducing yourselves like, "Hi, how you doing, coppers? Like, we're having a good night. Everything's fine. Everything is good." And then dude just swings up on
They
them.
casually went to the door. It wasn't like anything urgent.
Yeah.
Well,
that whole thing.
They
was
looked
weird,
a
bro.
little awkward.
Yeah, because it's like he opened the
Not
door
super
and then they
casual.
stepped back.
No, I'm talking about the police.
The police,
like, if
yeah.
it was like
Oh, yeah,
Paul Pelosi, like he was getting beat by someone with a hammer, they would have rushed to that door.
Right. So maybe one of the neighbors just called like, y'all hear a mad commotion and it sounded a little.
The commotion.
The sound. It's not as usual. Who's and ha's.
It's a lot of noise going on. I think it's an earthquake going on.
So where was Nancy during all of this? She just upstairs sleeping?
Getting her back blown up by
okay.
Obama.
But it's strange. They're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, living in San Francisco with no security, and she's third to the president. So, and that's her house.
Security
That's her
might
residence.
affect your late night poom poom. You know, just say piss off.
Yeah.
Maybe she was getting milked for all the kids in Africa.
Stop. Oh my God.
But, hey, what did it do? You know, with San Francisco, anything can happen.
I love San Francisco, by the way. Top 3 cities for me in the U.S.
I gotta visit it.
Love San Francisco.
Never
You've
been.
never been?
No.
You too? Oh
No, he's too
man.
dominant for San Francisco.
Bro,
man.
San Francisco is such a great city, bro. Literally, my top 3 is L.A., New York, San Fran.
What do you like about San Francisco? It's just like the landscape?
Bro, it's just the landscape is really cool, but it's just a super, super nice lit city where there's just so much going on. The traffic's kind of ass, but bro, even like being in downtown, being by the water,
It just smells
being
fresh.
by the pier, bro, it's just jumping at all times. Like think of like New York, LA. You just got these cities that when you're in them, you feel like, whoa, this is really the spot to be. Like this is the most jumping, cracking city.
Start, bench,
Insert
cut.
joke. Oh,
Those 3.
those 3.
L.A., New York,
Start LA.
San Francisco.
Man, see the problem with New York. So San Francisco is good year round. Whenever you go, it's gonna be bussing. New York, I'd only want to go there when the weather is right. So for that reason, I'm gonna cut New York.
Oh.
But realistically, if
Wow.
I'm just saying cities overall, nah, I gotta put New York. You could even argue New York above LA, but LA it's the weather. So LA, New York, San Fran, because San Fran isn't New York. You know, no one's gonna argue that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I feel like weather is definitely the big thing about those 2 cities for sure. That's why everybody come over here. Leave.
But that's why San Fran, you're still in that getting that California, pretty good weather, you know?
Yeah, San Fran does get kind of cold though.
Does, right. Foggy and cold.
Because you're right by the water, it's super fresh.
But it's a vibe.
It smells like, in some parts it just smells like fish.
You guys gotta go to San Fran. And
like,
you can drive there too. It's drivable.
5 hours, not that bad.
Bro.
Not that bad.
When we
San
get,
Fran
you're
trip?
going to get that truck in. You're going to get the sponsor, whichever truck.
Mustang.
Get the one. Yeah, okay, let's take the, no. Whichever one has more range. We take that one up to San Francisco. Yes, sir. Guys, we're going to have a vlog shot in San Francisco, and we're also going to shoot our guns out there and then get locked up.
Do they have places in San Francisco where you can shoot guns?
I
I feel like San Francisco has like a city.
We're not shooting over there, okay?
I'm pretty sure they have like a city limit. Like, no, you cannot bring guns in San Francisco.
Guns in San Francisco just go pew, pew, bing, bing, bing.
Oh, God.
All right, JC, come on. Hit us with another one. You got any more conspiracies?
Yeah, so the Twitter files.
Dun.
Ever since Elon bought Twitter, a bunch of stuff has been coming out with internal data.
Deep
and
state.
now it has to do with a group called Hamilton 68.
Ooh.
They were basically an American group that made false claims about Russian election interference to interfere with American elections. And basically the way this group came off as, they were... It was like a digital dashboard run by former FBI heads and people really, really deep into the government, right? So it's like not a random group, tons of credibility, and they essentially accused around 600 Twitter accounts of being like Russian bots or pushing like Russian propaganda.
Because they were.
When in fact they were just accounts run by Americans, maybe right-leaning a little bit. So any story that would come out, they would just say it's straight Russian propaganda. And the issue was that major news sources were citing Hamilton 68 because they were super credible for anything to just disavow.
What's with that stupid ass name?
Hamilton 68, yeah, it's pretty strange.
It's a goofy name.
What do you
is that?
mean?
Hamilton
We got a
68?
president named Hamilton. How is that goofy?
And then like 68? That just sounds goofy.
At least make it
Sorry,
69.
Go on.
Very good. And so there were hundreds of thousands of news stories published between like 2017 to 2020, basically when Trump was in office, promoting this idea that, you know, the Russians are involved in the American election system, the Russians are involved in this, the Russians are involved in that, which really discredited the American like election system, American politics in general. But it's concerning because Twitter was an entity that obviously had internal data that could have shown that this organization is just making false claims. But the reason they didn't is because Hamilton 68 was run by people in the deep state, and they were concerned about, you know, going after them because of the amount of power they held. And so for years, news stories were just being published by major news sources, CNN, MSNBC, whatever. And the issue is this story was leaked, I think, today, but these news sources and journalists aren't going to come, or they haven't come out and said, hey, we are going to rebuke, or, you know, we're going to essentially correct the stories that
They're not going to either. Hell no.
They're just staying silent. They're making their profile pages private, and it just shows that they're complicit.
Who's making their profile page private?
Tons of journalists, tons of news sources that
Soft.
cited Hamilton 68 for a lot of the Russian propaganda they were pushing. But it also made me think, I mean, Trump was accused of so much stuff, colluding with the Russians, whatever, but what came out of it? So that's another thing that...
They're treating Trump like Tate.
Yeah, bro, but it's super concerning because we already know like the media in general has lost a lot of credibility over the years. But to see that they essentially there was collusion between them and an entity that was basically pushing propaganda, and they're just out here staying silent. Not they don't care about their credibility. They don't care about. There's no integrity anymore, bro. They're just pushing false narratives, and it's like back in the day you could get arrested for that because this is some pretty serious stuff. I mean. It's American politics that's at stake. I mean, you can't really look at it with a straight face, and you just know there's so much like corruption behind it.
I mean, they already came out and said the FBI stuff about. Remember, they were saying about FBI how they were trying to get rid of anyone talking about Hunter Biden's little drug affairs.
Yes.
So and that already came out, bro. So there's so much like different tea that's coming out. But at this point, bro, I feel like the majority of people kind of know like you can't really trust either side. You can't trust CNN. And it's crazy because I feel like we used to look at that like Fox. Like Fox, bro, they're just spreading that crazy narrative all the Trumpers are watching. But now it's like both sides. But now it seems like people that are controlling the majority of the money would be like the left. So all the platforms, all Silicon Valley. So it's like you're seeing it so much more of like the control of that side versus before it used to seem like the Republicans were like controlling everything and like all the false narratives and stuff.
Shit.
But now it's like, whew, both sides are awful.
Yeah, and I think we've seen both sides of the spectrum now. People just don't like politics like how, I guess, like back in the day, it was a little bit, you probably didn't have to worry about politics as much. You know, now that there's social media, it's like in our faces, especially during election season. It's horrible. Like now I feel like you could feel it viscerally. Like, oh, they're so wrong about this. You could just see the anger in people. Like if they're speaking on whatever side they are. It's so much easier to just be in the middle.
Bro, the weird part about this, I feel like no one's going to really face any consequences. Because, like, you can expose all you want, but, like, okay, well, Twitter isn't run by the same people. That's why this is coming out anyways. So is someone going to hit up Jack Dorsey and be like, yo, what's up? No one cares. He's already out the picture. Who's really going to face repercussion? And all the people that reported on it, it's just like, oh, this is what our sources were telling us.
So, do you think Elon's going to face repercussions?
How?
Do you think he's going to have to... Oh, no, I'm not saying from the people, but, like, you know, him releasing this type of stuff, that's some big stuff. You know what I mean? You're letting out files about these deep state intelligence agencies. So you might have a target on his back. That's...
I think he been had a target on his back, though, honestly.
He does have former Secret Service like who protect him and stuff.
Let's go.
So he's pretty like.
They gonna put a bullet in his head on the low, bro. They'll be like, someone snuck in, man.
Some ricin. Dude, that's gonna be wild, man. I hope they don't take out Elon.
Bro, this story is crazy to me, man. Because like all the stuff that's been happening recently with like, you know, all the stuff that's supposed to be uncovered, right? All these FBI files now is coming out. A lot of the CEOs at the start of COVID resigned. You feel me? I think there's like a turn of the tide to where now everything that's been in that swamp of that was hidden, all this information is now being flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a lot of changes going on. You feel me? So like the thing you also kind of brought up earlier, oh fuck, I can't bring that up.
Florida has a lot of swamps, by the way.
Yeah, Florida does have a lot of swamps, but I just think it's funny though. Like, are you surprised by this?
I'm not surprised.
Like, is anybody surprised by this? Because I feel like conspiracy theorists, and not even conspiracy, but just people who have seen behind the scenes of the government have been saying, oh, the government is not what you think it is. Democrats and Republicans are not who you think they are. Like, they're working together. There is a deep state. There's a deep state police department that can come snatch you out of your house at the middle of the night and you will disappear. You feel me? Like, we've seen America do some very shady stuff, guys. Yeah. You know, so it's like, this doesn't really surprise me. And I just hope stuff like this keeps coming out to show how the media just lies about everything. Like, there's only, 4 or 5 actual media companies. And then from that trickles down to all the stuff that we have now. So it's like, if everybody's covering up everybody, you can't trust anything. You feel me? So,
isn't that essentially what they kind of want? If you are the deep state, if you're going to just put out information out like this, nothing can be true. Nothing can be fact-checked. So it's like, or it could be fact-checked. It's that nobody, if you just put out all the bullshit together, we could just cancel the bullshit with the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of perfect for them.
But this is kind of frustrating though, because it's like, how do you just keep pulling the wool over the Americans' eyes? Like you have people literally ready to go, Trumpers going down to the White House, like ready to fight. You feel me? Like, yeah, like ready to do all this type of stuff, and knowing that, Capitol building, knowing that you're lying behind the scenes. Like, American people should really be frustrated right now, knowing that this stuff is going on. Like,
but we got distractions.
But we're not though. We don't care. We still got to go buy food, get gas. We like to still have sex and just do whatever. Like, we want entertainment rather than, trying to fix shit that's going on. Like, this should be a wake-up call, but it's not. Like, the fact that the Federal Reserve is not an actual government entity should be a red flag, but they can charge you and ask you for money. The fact that we are $30 trillion in debt and nobody cares about that shit, and we're just going along with our lives like, yeah, we're in debt. Good job, guys. You know what I'm saying? But then the IRS is like, hey, you owe us $10. Like, bro, we should be tired of this shit. I'm ready for the revolution, all right? The revolution will not be televised. So I'm ready. I'm gonna get my my Molotov cocktail. I'm going to the White House tomorrow, bro. I'm finna burn that shit down. I'm tired of this shit.
I kind of like it here, so I'm kind of chilling. Everything's been fine for me, honestly. I'll be so honest. I do not mind living here,
but I don't want to hear the media say anything. Like, I'm done with that. And then people, you can't trust. Like, you can't trust none of these motherfuckers.
You don't want the media to come out and say, hey, we recognize that this news source that we cited 100,000 times was in fact a lie, and we're gonna debunk all the stories that, or however you want to say.
No one's gonna hold them accountable though. You'd have to have someone like really hold your feet to the fire, and like, who could really do that, bro? It's just above everyone's pay grade and whatnot.
What happened to
unless
journalism?
Elon really gets on him. If he got on him,
he's getting on him now. I mean, Twitter gets a lot of exposure, a lot more exposure than any news outlet. So people don't realize the power of Twitter. So his move to buy it was actually pretty smart.
I know, bro. He has the influence he has, and now he took it off market. So now they're privately owned. So when people, that's why, dog, when he did that, it kind of did change the narrative because now no one can really say how things are going for them because you're just basing off the stock price, but the stock price is also dropping based on the narrative. So then it's like, well, what is really going on? What are they really making? Like, how profitable are they? We haven't seen. Well, actually, no. When do their earnings come out? Their earnings have not.
If they're
they don't have to
private,
put out
you won't see
earnings.
it.
They don't have to put out no earnings or
Yeah.
nothing. But they do need to show them to their shareholders, right?
No, I think if you're private, you don't have to.
That's right. They bought out the position of everyone. I forgot because when we were first talking about it, I was thinking with Tesla's share price, I'm like, bro, there's no way he could have paid that much. But nah, doable with Twitter.
This is just super concerning, and journalists just don't have integrity anymore.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. It's sickening. It's like journalism to promote their own ideology, their own stance on it, you know?
Man,
Versus
the journalists
like
I listen to are fucking academics, bro. I don't care. I've never gone to the news and been like, wait, what? I'm just chilling, dog. It's all like, it's all just bigger plays being ran and whatnot.
Do you think it's worth voting? Do you guys vote? Do you honestly vote? Like,
I voted for Joey B.
Oh yeah, I don't care about.
I just don't understand the thing about voting. It's like, bro, we're voting for somebody who's gonna be the president of the United States, who's gonna get millions of dollars. That's gonna get lobbied just for them to change policies because they got the bread. And then whoever I just voted for, it's like, what concerns are we really getting that I have or the people have? It's like, bro, that's the thing about lobbying. It's like, I'm never gonna be able to move policy like that. So
But
I don't
you
really.
could argue certain presidents will make certain things that you just would rather, like, you'd rather be more comfortable with this person making decisions for the country than that person.
I think Obama was fair just because personally it was just like, he's working towards the DREAM Act and DACA.
But exactly, that's a prime example. Like, that's stuff that it does make a difference who's in office, how immigration and stuff like that would be treated. Or even like Obamacare, that was something he had, like, that would be the reason to vote. So even though like they're gonna acquiesce to their funding needs and all the shit that we don't know about behind the scenes, there still is logic to voting for someone. And it just like the proof is in how different things were with Trump was versus even Joe Biden, but like Obama before him, as far as immigration things go. So there are personal things that I could see. Even like gay rights, certain presidents prior to like years down the line, they were like, nah, I would never support that. Then you have Obama who's like, nah, I'm with that. I support Prop 8 or no on Prop 8, whatever it was at the time.
That's the thing. I feel like the only times that voting really matters for like the little people is like props. Sometimes they'll have remember when the Uber drivers, I forgot exactly what was happening. I think it was for them to get like the benefits of being an Uber driver, just being
W-2 versus 1099.
Yeah. I think that was the time, but still, I honestly.
Yeah, I would say the midterms are more important than the actual presidential election. Like, I think the president is just a mouthpiece for whatever agenda that's going on in the deep state or whatever like that. Like,
fucking actor.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Like, I don't believe none of these fuckers, bro.
The issue with American politics is lobbying. Lobbying, I feel like, is just a legal form of bribery.
Exactly.
They just follow the money.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So whoever's pockets are deeper, bro, like look, Big Pharma, for example, they really control the narrative, or they have been the past 2 years, because they have a stupid amount of money. And, it's just like politicians, for some reason, they go into office all normal and stuff. They come out being worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Because you can't be a nuanced mind in those positions. Like, you can't be nuanced and be like, oh, I lean toward Republican stuff here, then I'm a little more liberal on other things. You have to go with whoever's giving you all that money. You better get on board with what they want you to lobby for. Like, bro, you said what? Nah. Here's what you're going to say, and this is what we need. If you're not with that, we can't get this tax break. Nah, we're not supporting.
But that's awful though, because it's not politics to fix the country, to fix things. It's just I have more money, or I want to get my point across more than you get your point across. So you're not trying to fix shit for the American society.
Yeah, the real person would be right down the middle. I mean, just nuance. Like, if you really care, how could you just lean to one side? Oh, they're wrong always, we're right always. That's just not true in pretty much any situation in life.
But you have to be polarizing. Like, that's what gets people moving in a society.
Unless you're Joe Biden, you just gotta be old and sleepy. No. If you're Joe Biden, you just gotta have Trump go right before you. Then you're set. It's like you're about to perform a show. You want the worst performer to go right before you, so that anything you do, as long as it's not completely awful, you're like, yo, this guy's better than the last guy. Take it.
People are super polarized in how they think politically. For the most part, like, you're either super left or super right. Like, do you think it's ever going to converge?
I think we'll get to a point where our generation does not care about government that much, to where we have this kind of weird nuanced stance around politics. Because the older generation, the baby boomers, all the people that's still up in there, like 50, 60, 70, once they die out, it'll be more people like us that kind of have seen the bullshit that's been going on behind closed doors of politics. And I think we'll have a different ideology about it. Now, there might be some like college poli-sci students that have that old mentality, like, no, this is how I believe it, those very conservative ways. But like,
I feel
honestly,
like a lot of people get more conservative as they like make more money.
For sure. I
You
feel
know,
like,
because it's like, let me get the tax breaks, bitch.
ooh, God damn.
Yeah, bro, he's all about
It's a water park over there, bro. It's raging waters. Hurricane Harbor.
Come on, politics gets my mouth soupy.
It gets you wet.
Get some more mouth watering.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I think in 40 years, it's like the question, right? Like, how do you feel about voting? I feel like a lot of people now are like, no, I can't vote because politics are bad. Out with the swamp. Like, get them all out of there. So it's like,
Let the Russians vote for us.
yeah, yeah.
Like
It's gonna
they
be
did
weird,
last
bro.
time.
What's really happening though in like higher education system is a lot of people are coming out of that system leaning left, and I guess that goes on to a lot of things. Like if you're a journalist or if you do journalism and stuff, and then you're basically informing the public daily and you're giving off sort of your ideology from that leftist perspective, it's sort of going to spread in that direction. How many people are really making money like that to where they're concerned about saving on taxes? Not a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So while it is true that people who lean right generally make more money and whatnot, I feel like the schooling system in America is breeding more people.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
More slaves.
For sure.
Yeah, the education system has a role in this. Yeah.
It's concerning too, but what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah. Well,
I might run for president.
do it. I would vote for you.
Would y'all vote for me? Be
Yeah.
honest. I feel like I'd be
Depends
pretty
on your
nuanced.
policies, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
What's gonna be the first policy change you're gonna try to make?
Shit.
Ban all white people.
All the hoes ain't nothing. Them hoes busted. That'll be my speech.
Kill all pedophiles.
Oh,
I get them Drake
what's it
bars in
called?
there.
Public punishments. You gotta bring
For
that back,
sure.
bro.
No, on God, bro. I would push for that. That's one thing I really want. Like, all right, we're not gonna get into it, but you seen the 5 cops that beat up dude. 6. See, I
Yeah.
thought it was 6. Someone told me 5. I knew it was 6. Beat bro to death. Like, whenever there's something like that, or there's like a school shooter, or like, I just feel like our death penalty should be something that. Oh, we've talked about it actually.
Yeah.
Where like you have to suffer a similar fate, but also it's something that could be used for entertainment. Like, oh, you're a school shooter, y'all both get a knife. Like, now let's see who's gonna get life in prison. Y'all gonna have to duke it out.
Maybe you gotta bet on it.
Yeah, or
have
like,
everybody do the sports bets.
you guys can fight for the injection. Whoever wins just gets a lethal injection. The other person, I mean, it is what it is, and it's way more efficient. It's way more cost efficient. You know how expensive it is each person that gets executed? It's a lot.
Really? Just to house them for life, food and board, room and board, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Is it
bro.
because they're on death
Taxpayer
row
money.
for so long?
I don't even know.
Oh man, like the injection itself, it can't be like super expensive.
It is for some reason. I guess
think
that
it
whole
is, bro.
process is.
Big
Yeah.
Pharma.
I've heard it's very
No,
expensive.
but that's what it is. 100%.
But there's cheap ways to kill somebody. Like, why you got to do it?
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's way more
Mossberg.
cost-effective ways. But like,
Rat poison.
Yeah.
that's what I
Or
would
like
push
ricin
for.
or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That wasn't Breaking Bad. They're just little beans. You know what I'm saying? Kill them.
Or in the interview when he has to just shake the hand. But that's some expensive stuff. You know, when you have to make it like very
Bruh.
discreet. How much is the injection?
In reality, a single federal execution may cost nearly $1 million.
Why?
This is because the execution affects the entire prison.
Bullets are like, how much? How much is one bullet? Like, come on, bro. See, America. Like,
$1
get the fuck out of
million?
here.
Oh my god, bro. That don't even make
But
sense.
see, that's where
Bro, the drug itself was only $90 though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I'll tell you why. So it says the cost is nearly $1 million. This is because the execution affects the entire prison. From boxed meals for those on lockdown to additional officers on duty, the price adds up. Tracking down which costs are directly connected to an execution is no easy task. To better understand the cost of federal executions, organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union have taken a hard look at the accounting. Okay.
We're looking at the accounting.
They found that the boxed meals alone cost over $25,000 per execution.
Box meals?
I don't get it.
Get that motherfucker a sandwich.
This is because the entire prison goes on lockdown prior to an execution. Oh, okay, got it. That means the total cost of these meals are meals over 13 executions exceeded $300,000.
Bro,
This is
What?
crazy.
ridiculous.
Get them some Crustables, bro. They'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, I'll be so honest, dog. Like,
Come on, bro. Are you serious?
forget
This
it.
goes
Bro,
back to government spending.
They're
though.
bullshitting.
Because like when the government will spend enormous amounts of money, let's say the Ukraine war and whatever, there's people who are intercepting that money and pocketing a lot of it. Let's just say with these executions, because they know the accounting is so secure. A lot of people from like the public either aren't interested in figuring out where the money goes, or people just don't care because it's just like whatever the government
And
does. what they
prisons,
do.
aren't they private companies?
A lot of
Yeah.
them.
So it's like, okay, yeah, that's probably a lot easier to freaking pocket money and hide them.
corruption, man.
Yeah, that's freaking wild, man.
Shout out Elon.
What do y'all think of Nancy Pelosi selling a bunch of Google shares before Google got sued by the U.S. government?
She was
it was
making
about a month
that
ago.
Insider trading,
yeah, bro.
Making that
Greatest
money.
trader of all time.
The government, man. I'm telling you.
She's probably hiding all that money in her tits.
you and Nancy's tits, bro. leave the titties alone, man.
Bodacious
Why are you
Bahama
over there
Mama.
sexualizing women like that, man?
Man, she's 70. She probably won't it.
You think she goes
Nah,
to the... You think...
see,
oh,
that's
you
the
dirty
type of shit
dog.
that's gonna get me canceled.
You dirty dog. You gotta talk about the next topic, the gym girl getting sexualized.
He gotta go anyways.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you about bro. You know when I was like 14, Doug, I saw a woman give childbirth, bro.
Uh-huh.
She was mad traumatic. Like I still remember the smell in the room.
Was it in your room?
Hella musty.
Wait, you saw someone give childbirth?
Yes, bro.
Where?
It was like a group of us. Like
Where were you at?
14, 15 of us. And like, bro, her shit was mad hairy. And the baby, bro, it was so traumatic.
Bro, where were you at?
But I'm glad like I passed health class with an A. You know what I mean?
He was setting it up.
Someone having a baby.
But where were you at? Fuck. You see,
Yeah.
You see what I'm gonna do on stand up? I'm gonna do that.
Wait, but why would someone be having a baby in health class?
No, you know the video.
Oh.
You never watched the video?
I seen a video, but you said you saw him give it in person.
Yeah, I didn't say it was.
So it's like just lying. Like you said, I was in a room with someone giving pregnancy.
Did I really say that? Damn, you see,
Well, I don't
messed up
know.
the setup. You see,
But see, that's why I'm like, bro, where? Like, how is that? Yeah, but yeah, you'll work that one out. That's
Yeah,
fire.
I gotta try that out.
Was that Miss Amher's class? Was that her name?
Probably,
She was
bro.
bad.
Yo, Miss
Y'all
Amher,
remember her?
She was rude, man. She didn't like
Miss
men.
Amher.
Hey man, look to all the viewers, it's love. I gotta get out of here. I don't care about Miss Amher, and neither do they, by the way, buddy.
Shout out
But
to
it's been a
Lacie.
great time. Appreciate everyone watching us, and hopefully we've entertained y'all, man. Love.